Hey guys, how we doing? It is a rainy Wednesday, only a couple of days away from setup for this weekend's Motorsports Expo. So as I promised, we'd go back a little bit. This would have been on Saturday, March 13th, 2010. And right now, during this course of the day, everything's looking pretty good as the place is starting to get pretty crowded here. And a lot of folks showing off their race cars, getting ready for the coming season. I believe this is Amy Catalano. Correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, those Catalanos, the whole family, races pretty much exclusively on asphalt, and of course they're um, have been in the area a long time, and their reputation as a racing family solidified. Andrew Schartner here, back when he was running a small block super up at Oswego Speedway. Mike Mahaney, is he 2010? So 14 years ago, but he's always looked pretty young. So Jared Zimbardi's car here, as they had him ready to go. Roco Leon, who just got out of racing a few years ago, back when he was running a Mod Light at Brewerton Speedway. This is Dean Reynolds in the picture, along with Anthony Kane, is the driver whose car was right behind him. Dean, of course, was working for the Empire Super Sprints at that time, and there's Anthony Kane down there, his car, showing it off here at the Motorsports show, the Motorsports Expo. Tim Sears Sr. here. And I believe he was still racing at this time. Timmer, I don't believe had started racing yet, his son, but this was the Hoppins car, the Eric Hoppins car out of Fulton area. Love the pro stocks of that era. Great looking race cars. Put those up against anything in the NASCAR circuit. And there's Roco Leon right there, the Italian stallion, as he is down next to his car. Again, hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. Lance Willix, of course, always brings a car down from Teresa, New York, primarily a North Country runner. Billy Dunn, showing something happened there, as he's got a little wrap on the left arm, but always nice to see Billy at the show. Myself, and then I believe Chelsea Miller at the time. Of course, I remember her and her sister used to sing national anthems during Super Dirt Week, and we were in Doug's Dirt Diary. That's why we had the thing around our neck there. So in this picture, Mike Mallet joined us. Look how young Mike looks there. So I'm not going to say anything about the hair, Mike. Happens to everybody at one stage or another. How about the Heil boys here? Early picture of the Heil brothers. And there they are. And of course, they've gone on to do a lot of things here in the sport. That was Ms. Dirt that year. That was one of the gigs I used to have for a while. I hosted the Ms. Dirt pageant. Tough deal, obviously. You know, it was a lot of fun. And Chelsea used to be my co-host on that, so it was a lot of fun. And congratulations to this young lady. And this, I don't remember her name, but she sung some anthems and stuff during Super Dirt Week too. So she was around the area for a while. Tim Devendorf. Forgot that he had run the late models there for a little bit, but you name it, Tim drove it at one time or another. I like this picture, Ryan and Roger Phelps. Of course, a lot of laps between these two guys and the Phelps family. Just synonymous with racing here in Central New York, many generations there. Another shot of the Shea Concrete car. I believe that's the Russ Wood car. Don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure. Of course, drag racing always makes a nice appearance at this show. I tried to get into some of the drag racing areas for a while, didn't have much luck, but I love what they do. ESTA, and of course the no prep stuff is really taken over here. This was before that. Here's Alicia Ruggles' car, and again, the Ruggles family always go all out when they put their displays in this show. And I believe that might even be Brandon Griffith, although I'm not sure because it's the same color scheme, but I can't see anywhere on the car where it is. But I believe it's Brandon Griffin in that car right there. Love the funny cars. I got one on my mantle downstairs, one of the old John Force cars, and of course the body is always up to show what's underneath. The folks at White's Speed and Custom over there on Route 11 in North Syracuse, had something to do with this car. I got to tell you, if you're looking to get a hot rod built or something like that, you should go over and check them out. They do some fantastic work in that place over there off of Route 11, right in between North Syracuse and Route 31. So love asphalt modifieds. This was, I believe, one of the vintage ones. I think they were doing some vintage asphalt series or something like that at the time. I believe that's one of those. Of course, Roy Tarbell. We've known Roy for quite some time. Haven't seen him in a little bit. I hope you're doing well, Roy. Of course, he was always at all of these shows, and of course, anything that happened at Syracuse, he was there. All 6'5" of Roy Tarbell. Always nice to see the 007 at the shows. I got to get up there and see them. Chris Rabbie's car here, of course, he's gone on to be quite the driver up in Canada in the North Country as well. Even has a little cutout. You know you're big when you got a cutout. So, and he was young at this point. So it reminds me, I got to get a hold of him at some point here soon too. So Steve Apt, I remember this. He was around for a while. Did Sportsman there and did Asphalt. I can't remember which he did first, but this was his small block super, another one of the Lighthouse Lanes cars of Bob Hofer sponsoring there. So Steve, hope you're doing well. Hope your son's doing well too. He had Joey's Dirt Road Diary or something like that. It was a pretty cool deal. His son is quite the young man, and I cannot for the life of me think of this driver's name. I know he was a golfer. He ran at Penn Canyon 5 Mile. I believe that's the family business maybe on the side, or I can't remember what it was exactly, or they did pools or something. If you know, send me a message. Leave me something here on the channel. We'll be back with some more stuff tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do yet. We might hit the road, but I'm not sure. If not, we'll make sure we get something done in the studio for you guys. But 3 offerings for you today. I hope you liked them. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications, hit a like, leave a comment if you could, and we'll try to make sure we get something else for you here tomorrow.